Hey guys, John Loxley here, back with our blind playthrough of Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. So, last time I was getting a little bit heated at the whole beast and death and rot getting closer to Senua's head, I think. I really considered looking up whether it's legit or not, whether it actually does erase your progress. I could see it going either way, so I haven't looked. I kind of want to, but I haven't. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I feel like I'm pretty close to the end of the game, but who knows? I felt that way, a third of the way through the game or so. So, I don't know. We'll see. Let's continue. You're a kitten, Manny. Manny's in my lap. Right. Okay, that looks like pieces that I may have to align there. Pieces of what? I don't know. A bridge, maybe? We'll figure it out. So last time I looked around... And so the beast is dead, so the dark probably is no longer a problem. Honestly, I know it sounds bad, but I kind of feel like I want this to be over, if that makes sense. I get that way sometimes. You get towards the end of the game where it starts like dragging a little bit, where the pacing changes, and it's just kind of like, all right, let's move along, let's get it over already, finish.
Mother, I won't let the darkness trick me again. I know you're safe with the gods. I can feel Hela's gaze, searching for secrets inside of me. Secrets that even I can't see. I'm not here to fight my past. I'm here for Dillion. I will fulfill my vow, whatever the cost.
Aye. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but we'll figure it out, I'm sure. I'm really kind of curious how this is going to end. And just... I don't know. All this stuff, you know? Man. I'm already yawning, that's no good. Well, it's saved.
She can see it. The bridge. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken.
She has to fix it.
It's too dangerous.
She's done it before.
She can't fix it.
She's done it before.
She can.
She can.
She'll do it again.
How will she fix it?
How will she do it?
There must be a way.
Senua, you have to try.
Get to the gate. She'll never...
Okay, we probably... So, I mean, we have two ways to go. Let's try going this way first, or maybe not, because it saves right here. Or maybe this goes to the bridge. Let's try, in that case, let's try going this way. Because this might be where we go up and we look and we see the pieces in the proper spot, and then the bridge forms, right? Maybe. By the way, even though I was really pissed at the last thing where the beast and, the dying into the darkness and all that stuff, I feel like there's still valid complaints.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. First, there will be a terrible winter, 3 years long. Then, mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin.
Fair enough. I believe Gozer the Traveler will come. In one of the pre-chosen forms. Right? I really hope the new Ghostbusters movie, Afterlife or whatever it's going to be, does not bring that stuff back. I'm really hoping it's more like Red Letter Media. They were talking about it and they're like, it doesn't feel like a comedy. They're gonna put out they're gonna show the comedy stuff in the next trailer, and I'm like, I hope it's not a comedy. I hope it looks kind of like Karate Kid in a weird way. I mean, the good one, the original. I really hope it's more like that. I feel like that's kind of what we need. Just something set in the universe that's not, a story set in the universe, that it's like, hey, Ghostbusters happened, but it doesn't need to be a Ghostbusters movie, if that makes sense. Is this gonna fall? I think it was either Skyrim or Oblivion, where every circular grate like this, it was always a trap of some kind. Like spikes, or the ceiling would come down or something. Is this really that nothing else is in here? Meow, Manny. Let's see. Come on, man. Oh, there we go.
She did it.
But there's two things which are interesting. I expected it to be one, but looks like two pieces. Okay. So now we go back and then we go across to where the save point was, and then it's probably like, oh, you're still missing the piece of the bridge, and then you gotta go somewhere else. Wait, or just to make sure there's nothing else. Yeah. Anyway. Something else we should probably talk about just real fast, or at least because the game brought up that Senua was, oh, for crying out loud. Ah, come on. Is it one behind me? Okay, is he the only one? Yes. For now. Well, that's not helpful. Oh, great. Oh, 4 of them now, huh?
Behind you. Watch it.
Well, I'm trying to...
He's gone. Find a strong position. Don't let them surround you. Fine. Behind you. You can do it. You're close.
Oh, that was not the right block.
Focus. It's the only way. Focus.
Okay. No.
How will she do it? What will she do? How's she going to find his actual soul? Where does Hella keep the souls? How will she get it? What will Hella want? She must bargain. No, she'll kill her. She cannot bargain with Hella. She's not strong enough to kill Hella. What does Hella want? No one can bargain with Hella. What does Hella want? What can she give her? She could give her her own soul. No. The soul's rotting. She'd rather die. Oh. It's a worthless soul. But it's all she has to give.
But she's half black like Hella, though.
What more could she give?
A cursed soul.
Of course she is, no matter what she does. She can feel the rot climbing up her arm. She can find her. She can fight her at Ragnarok.
She's a warrior. She's come this far.
Hela will want to fight her. Strong. Her soul is valuable. She can see it.
The bridge.
She can't cross the bridge.
It's broken. She has to fix it.
It's too dangerous.
She's done it before. You have to fight on.
Be powerful.
The final battle.
Get his soul back. It's the final task.
Yes, it is.
Why does she keep looking at the camera?
This
What's...
isn't just a broken bridge, is it? Mother, you showed me how to see further. To see the hidden wonders in our world and explore new paths into the unknown. To lead so that others may follow, or to warn so that they may avoid. That is our gift and our duty. I'm not going to look away in fear anymore.
Okay.
The Northmen say the gods will fight their last battle at Ragnarok. Their watchmen will blow the horn that can be heard through the whole world. And Odin will speak with the severed head of Mimir, which gives him good counsel. The land of the giants will thunder with the sound of their army on the move. The gods will assemble. The dwarves will leave their stones. The frost giants will come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles will scream and tear at the corpses with their yellow beaks. The ship of the dead will set sail.
Yep. Sounds like fun. So I felt like her little speech right here was... I mean, obviously we can't cross just yet. But I kind of thought we were going to get like a new power or something there. She's like, I won't fight this and this and that. It's like... I don't know. I won't run away. I won't look away. This and this and that. I'm just like, alright. I mean... I know it's supposed to be building towards some kind of climax, but it just doesn't really feel like it. Is this the right thing? What am I supposed to be seeing here? Maybe these pieces aren't enabled yet. I don't know. Or maybe it's to go higher up. I guess we'll see. But yeah, the whole abuse thing. I mean, it's one of those things. Like, I'm not gonna be here forgiving abuse, right?
She can do it. She can do it. She can still see the secrets of the gods. She thinks differently. So special.
But the point is that there's a lot of ignorance surrounding mental illness.
The secrets.
You know, and we don't actually know if Senua's father, Zinbel, was trying to cure her or not. You know, because we can only see it from Senua's point of view, where, I mean, it seems extreme, but, I mean, who knows? He might have had mental illness as well. I'm not saying that what he did was right, but he may have been doing what he thought was right. We can't see it from an outsider's perspective, we can only see it from hers, and so it's hard to judge what was actually going on.
It's an illusion. She's found a way.
Okay.
There's a way. She can see. She must align herself. She can do it.
Okay, so another one?
She aligns herself.
Wait. Oh. Ah, I get it. Those were those pieces that I was looking through earlier. I get it. So we're gonna have to go through there and come up, probably. And somewhere we missed another rune. I don't know. More combat?
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the gods will face a ship full of their foes, which Loki has steered to Asgard. It carries the fire giants, the wolf that will eat the sun, and all kinds of dark creatures. Surt will join them with his sword of fire. The cliffs will crash, trolls will walk the land, men will tread the road to hell, and the heavens will split open.
Well, if men walk to hell, which is what we're doing, maybe Ragnarok has come. Also, trolls already walk the land, at least on the internet. Ha 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 ha. Honestly, if you... This is gonna sound weird, right? But if you want... Like, there's a lot of anxiety and anger and discord and stuff like that. If you want to heal that, trolls might be the answer, right? Because if... It's like, I don't know, it's kind of like if you're making fun of everybody. If everybody's talking shit to everybody else, people, you just naturally, like, you know, it filters out all this oversensitivity, right? Because then it's like, oh, whatever, you're just talking shit. And then they're like, no, I'm serious. And you're like, okay, well, tell me more about it. You know, then you can have an actual conversation. It sounds weird, it sounds counterintuitive, but I feel like maybe that's... Now, not the mean trolling, right? Not like the, oh, hey, we, I don't know, I can't even think of like a really mean one, but making fun of people on the internet. You know, if... This is weird, why do this? Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, we just went in there and came around and opened this door. Like, why? What's the point of this from a level design perspective? As far as the trolling, I know getting trolled, it can suck, but so does growing as a person. Hurts a lot of the time. I mean, hell, this game might be about it, right? It might be about... I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. She could die at the end, right? But the hero's journey typically is about, you know, facing your fears, growing stronger, you know. It's not fun, right? That's going to be more combat. Can we keep going up? Looks like it. What are we in here for, is the question. Well, is this the only one? Yes. Well, yeah. Oh, two of them now. Great. Well, yeah, I mean...
It's nearly over. Finish it.
That's good.
She's hurt. There's blood. He can breathe.
Oh, well, of course, more.
Must remember, she can focus inside her. It's coming back. Finish this. Finish this. End it.
Oh, well, alright. Oh, god damn it.
You can do this.
You know, for a warrior, she's not really very aware.
She's hurt. She's injured. Focus. He's too fast.
I don't think the other one's dead, but... Oh, I guess it is. Alright. So, I think we came from there. I mean... The voices are telling her, right? The voices are like, evade, watch out, but... You're so... close to her... And she's not aware... I, as playing her, am not aware of... what's directly behind her. Like, we don't have her peripheral vision and stuff, so I could be backed up against a wall, and I wouldn't know. Transformers, Fall of Cybertron... Yeah. Not war. I mean, it had the problem too, but... Same thing is you're busy fighting and you don't know what's going on because you're so focused. Which... I mean, that's... the screen, right? Alright, so that one piece is done. We might be able to go up and... There might be another rune up there, who knows? Or another piece of the puzzle that we need to solve. It's hard to say. Okay.
The Northmen say that each god will do battle at Ragnarok. Odin will fight the monstrous wolf and be killed, but his son will avenge him and plunge his sword into the heart of the beast. Freyr will face Surt, but he had given his sword away for love, and without it, he cannot defend himself against the flames. Thor will smite the Midgard serpent to no avail. The sun will grow black, the earth will sink into the sea, the stars will disappear, fire and water will meet, steam will shoot up, flames will play against the sky, the heavens and earth and all the world will be burned, all the gods will be dead, and the warriors of Valhalla and the people everywhere. Senua, prepare yourself for Ragnarok, for it is nigh.
So is it just... I'm gonna be really pissed. I would wager there's an achievement for finding all the runes, and I'm missing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Because I passed some on like shields and stuff, and I didn't even think about it, because I'm like, oh, it's a shield. And then there's some that I legitimately missed, even when I was looking for them. Can't do anything about that. But I wonder if Ragnarok is just a... just death. Just symbolism for death. Right? We're all gonna die one day. Everything's gonna end. Like, I don't know. By the way, I say a lot of shit, right? I'm full of hot air a lot of the time. I say a lot of stuff. If you guys want to talk about any of it, I'm not super... you know, talking on the internet is not, like with comments and stuff, is not conducive to actual communication. Especially when people disagree with you, right? And they write like pages and stuff like that. That's not super great. They're not interested in having an actual discussion. They're just interested in enforcing their opinion upon others. So I typically don't, but if you guys mean well and you want to have an actual dialogue or something like that, sure. I don't know. Like I said, it's not great seeing all the, like, you put a comment, I get it a day or two later, I put a comment and then you respond, and I mean, we can try. It's, like I said, it's not great, but whatever. I mean, maybe I should do Discord or Twitter, or even Twitter. I don't want to do Twitter. I'll probably have to, but but yeah, I have no problem if someone... Oh, come on. There's 4 now. 2 guys with shields, yay. Let's see if we can get this, the little guys first, maybe. Well, I'd like to, but, Well, that's great. I was hoping he wouldn't hit me, or wouldn't be able to. But, whatever. Great. Am I... Come on, dude. Why is it so far down again? Who knows? It doesn't matter. Fight! Use your sword! Or... yeah, okay. I was like, wait, is it not gonna make me fight? See, the evade thing is weird. She, like, does it twice. Well, and see... there you go, because then I don't want to get so far back. I just want to jump back once. Oh, but to roll, you have to hit it twice. I swear to God, if this kills me again. Well, I can't see where I am. What are you doing? Well, yes, I mean, that's great and all, but I can't see behind me. I don't know what's going on here. Is it only 2? What's the deal? Wonderful. I swear to God, if this is like some end of Bastion thing where you're supposed to be injured during the whole thing, I'm gonna be super annoyed. Oh my God, this better not kill me. It's going to, isn't it? Why am I taking so long to regenerate or whatever?
He's down. Finish it. Finish it.
Hit him. Why am I so slow?
She's ready. Ready. Remember your training.
I don't surprise him. You have like 3 attacks. Is he dead?
Keep them in sight.
I don't know. I want to be able to just freely move my camera and not automatically lock onto the nearest enemy. Because I don't know if he's dead. All of a sudden I just spun around. I mean, when I spin, I assume that he's dead, but who knows? Oh, now we get... See, they just come in from nowhere. It's like... I get that's what the point is. What the hell?
Focus now.
Okay, well...
Behind you.
Okay. Oh, good.
Don't let them surround you.
Well, I'm not gonna try to.
It's nearly over. Finish it.
Okay, where am I now? What? Why did... Ah, you stupid. See, that's another thing. Like, it gives me this weird tunnel vision thing, which doesn't help. She's like a warrior, but she really does tunnel vision a lot.
You can do this. Focus.
Focus. Focus. She can still do it. Focus. It's the only way. Focus. Now. Focus.
Like, the camera...
Focus now.
Yeah, great. Okay, come on. Oh my God.
She's injured. She won't make it.
Oh, stop. What are you doing? Get up. She's like, oh, I'm so weak. I mean, I just don't care. It's trying to be all cinematic is the problem. It's like, zoom in, zoom out, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, there's multiple enemies, and as soon as you do something, another one comes in and sucker punches you because it's like, isn't she such a badass, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't care. I want to experience the story, not the shitty combat. Like, I know it's weird, but these are the guys that made Ninja Gaiden, right? I thought there was supposed to be like super fluid combat and stuff, but it's not. So I have to assume... I don't... Would you guys shut the fuck up? Would the voices be quiet for a second? I have to assume the combat is shitty on purpose. And if that's the case, then why? Why make me frustrated with the combat? is it going to be like she's not actually a warrior, it was all imagined, blah blah blah, all she did was pick up what she saw from Dillion play fighting with the sword? I mean, maybe, but making your player frustrated at your game, and maybe I'm alone in this, you know, it might just be like, oh, you just need to get good. It's like, okay, that's a whatever. I mean, it's not get good if you attack an enemy and all of a sudden, like, because I can't even zoom my camera out, right? If another one appears like right to the side of me out of the screen and immediately attacks, it's like I can't do anything about that. It's like I'm all for gameplay, but you know, and I wonder if her,
What happens when she dies? What happens to us?
like, if the curse going all the way back down her arm is like, oh no, you would have
We'll
lost.
die someday.
I don't want to die.
And when everyone's gone, even the gods will die.
We don't want to die. I don't want to die. Senua, stop. Turn back. Stop.
Just go die already. I mean, seriously,
Stop. Senua, stop.
It's-
What happens to us?
I'm just like, I don't. That's the thing. It's like that it's like, this is an epic fight. I'm like, great. Let's get over it. Skip it. I don't care. I'm here for the epic story, not the epic, shitty combat. You know? It's like, Christ, it reminds me of Twin Perfect. I might stop here. See, that's the thing. I don't think this is the ending. There's these guys, Twin Perfect. They did the Silent Hill, whatever, retrospective. They basically crucified Tom Hewlett. Like, it wasn't his fault, but they're the reason that he got a lot of shit. Because he was, like, the people at Konami were just like, oh, you know, well, let's make a couple Silent Hill games. We'll make a Silent Hill twin stick shooter, which they did, and Konami's like, we'll do this. Let's exploit the Silent Hill franchise. They're basically the reasons. It was funny because they ostracized some of their programmers, and their programmers were like, all right, we'll create Silent Hill, and that's what created this whole series. And then they're like, all right, that's a good IP. Let's exploit the hell out of it until we grind it into dust. And Tom's like, no, let's not do that. This and this and that, and blah blah blah. And the one guy that tried to make it right, I mean, you can't when you're the low man on the totem pole, and there's like, when the leadership doesn't listen, there's nothing you can do, right? But he was kind of the public face because no one else was as big of a fan as him, and so they freaking just shit on him. But kind of reminds me of what they were trying to do, which is like, they're like, we need to make Silent Hill should be about the combat, and it's like, no, it's not. The combat systems were there and they were decent. They weren't great. But it reminds me a lot of this. It's like, this is trying to be all epic and stuff, and it's like, it tonally it misses the mark. It's like, look at this awesome fight. Now you're gonna go in, and now the voices are gonna be like, oh no, we're scared, we don't want to die, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, I just got through a fight that felt like it didn't feel good, and now you want me to get in this like quiet moment. It's like, it doesn't work that way. I don't think this is the end. Let's go forward a little bit more. If it is the end, well, I'm screwed. Oh, I can't run also. It's like a mirror or something.
I'm sorry. I didn't ask you to be a part of me. If you don't want to die with me, then leave me alone.
How do we know she's gonna die? Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole about this, but it's like, oh, and We can't even go to the sides. We're forced.
Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. You'll never come back if you go there.
There is nothing to go back to.
We only have each other now. Don't abandon me.
Everyone suffers. They were right about me.
Listen to me. Not them.
Who is that? Her mother?
They were afraid. Like children scared of the dark.
So was I.
They made up monsters to fill the void. That doesn't make them real.
Or is that Hela?
They made them real.
No!
Follow your soul and let go of the Senua of old. For there lies your weakness, and the darkness will find it.
But it didn't even look like her, though.
It's not like the old stories, is it? The noble warrior facing evil in search of victory and honor. Clear dividing lines. No. Oh, this place is not quite like that. It's as if it knows that true torment lies within. Memories you cannot defeat, cannot escape. This is her hell.
I'm gonna stop here, I think. I assume there's gonna be an ending, maybe reasonably close. I don't know. I don't want to go over an hour. Unfortunately, I typically do that with, finales and stuff. So we'll pause here. It doesn't even feel like this is the end. It's weird. It's like this is going to sound kind of elitist, I suppose. I don't understand how this game got so much praise. Like, I'm more... I mean, I'm interested in the story, and the combat bits take away from it. I mean, I feel like with some tweaks, it would be amazing. Do the combat and then have like the slow walk across the bridge so that you can cool down before experiencing more story bits. Not combat, story, but you're all amped up from the combat, so you're bringing different emotions into the story than you're supposed to, than they want you to experience. It's the problem. It's like the Phantom Menace. It's the same problem. And I don't know. I like the concept and I like the story, but the story is, that's the other thing. The story is disjointed, and I know it's supposed to be, but there's so many flaws. Like, she sees herself in the mirror just now, and it doesn't look like her. That's why I was like, wait, is that her mother? Is it? Oh, no, it's Hela. It's like Hela's tricking her. Oh, no, wait, it was actually supposed to be her? Okay. Like, was it supposed to be younger Senua? If that's the case, they didn't really establish that one of the voices is younger Senua. It's just voices. And then I don't understand why she keeps looking at the camera, like what that is supposed to signify, if anything. It kind of feels like it feels like a bunch of guys that have done, or, you know, guys is gender neutral, right? A team of people. It feels like they've created, you know, the Ninja Gaiden games or whatever, and going from that to this, and they're like, I imagine they're like, let's challenge ourselves. Let's make a story-driven game with a normalish female protagonist, right? Because all of their men and women are caricatures, right? You have the huge muscular dude and then the large breasted fit woman, right? Eye candy across the board, both genders, whatever. Senua is a bit more normalish. She's kind of wafy, is that the right word? Like thin, skinny. And so it's different, I think, than what they're typically doing, and I appreciate that. But it doesn't... It feels like they're taking it in like a... They're used to doing one thing, and they're trying to be artsy, right? I don't want you to try and be artsy. I want you to just tell me a good story. You know? And if the puzzles and the combat take away from it, then either don't put them in or find a better way to integrate them. Maybe this is the better way. And that's... I don't know, you could even split it up. You could have story sections and you could have combat sections. Right? But it was like we went into this tower or the center of the mountain. It's puzzle combat, puzzle combat, story. More combat. I don't know. It's like combat bookends the story, and I feel like that's not how it should be, especially when the combat sucks. But like I said, these are all my thoughts. You can feel free to disagree with it. I'm not saying I hate the game. I'm really intrigued, but it's like there's weird... It's like you get a nice steak. You get a nice steak, and there's the steak, and then instead of it properly... I mean, you know how it is. You go to a restaurant, you get the steak, and the steak is like the center of the meal, and it's whatever you have on the plate is arranged in such a way that the steak is the focus, right? With this, it's like there's a bowl, and they threw the steak in there, and threw in mashed potatoes and broccoli and whatever else, and they kind of like stirred it up, and they're like, "There's your steak," but it's got all this other stuff in it, and it just looks like, you know, it looks like they just threw it all together in a bowl, and they're like, "Here you go," and you're like, "Wait, I ordered steak, not stew or whatever this is." I don't know. I'm making a terrible analogy, probably, but I'm annoyed because I'm interested in the story, and it just seems like it's all these little death of a thousand cuts that just take away from it. So, and the visuals too. The visuals are great. The visuals are good. The sound is good. But it's just how all the pieces fit together. But anyway, we'll stop here for now. I'm sure I'll complain more about it next time. It's I am more or less having a good time. It's not. It's just one of those things. It's like I'm upset because I see the potential. You know. I don't know. I see the potential, I see how it is, and I'm just like, why? Why did you make these choices that take away from it? And like I said, you could have a different opinion as well. These are mine. But I feel like on like an objective level, I feel like I'm making the correct points here. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. I'm still having fun, even though I'm complaining a lot. I care about what happens. That's why I'm complaining so much, I suppose. What is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, I was able to leave work a little bit early and get a nap in. So that's always a plus. Manny came and it wasn't a great nap because the kitties were running around and I don't know what they were doing. They were getting into something, and then Manny came and like laid across my arms, and that didn't really help with the sleeping thing, because then your hands go numb. So, you know, because he's a heavy cat. But anyway, that's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys is just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.